Look at that unit there is just beautiful. It's like, it's a cataphract, but Phalanx, and oh, I love it so much. Welcome to Rome Taught to War. This video here is going to go over some hidden units, some cut content units, and some units that were in the alpha version. A lot of this is actually coming from a TV show, Decisive Battles of the Ancient World, which is a lot like Time Commanders. The TV show aired before Rome Taught to War's release, meaning it was actually recorded, I'm guessing about 4 months before the game released, at least. Which means that this is alpha or beta units that we're seeing here. And so I had the idea to look into this game again, take a look at the units and see what units appeared on the TV show in the version that they had that are not in the game. Okay, here we are. This is the first unit. This was in the original version of the game that was sent to the TV show creators, but it didn't make it into the final edition. Now, in the TV show, this represents the Hittites, a Bronze Age faction, so I can understand why it didn't make it into the final one. But surely they could have fit them in somewhere, like, they don't look Bronze Age, it looks more like a Phalanx unit. But I don't really have much of this, but this is the best image of them that I could find. And overall, quite an interesting unit. Second, we have this chariot unit here. First of all, the chariot itself is actually blue, and Amazeth, the person who makes some of my mods, he saw this as being a Greek version of chariots. When I first saw it, I saw it as a mercenary chariot, but because it's green, it's one of the guys controlling the chariots. He's got green at the bottom of his dress, or whatever you call it, but looking at the last image, they've also got green, and I don't think they would have been a mercenary unit, so yeah, maybe it was just the colour of the faction, and that's what he believes. But some part of me thinks it could have been a mercenary unit in the alpha version of the game. Now, this unit that you see on your screen now is in the game, Pharaoh's Archers, but these ones are in a red uniform rather than yellow. This is just something I saw. There's another one exactly the same but in blue, and I thought I might as well just share it as I found it interesting, and surely some of you would as well. But they just had the same unit there but in different colour. Maybe this is how they were meant to look. Maybe the Egyptian faction was meant to be red. I don't know. Or maybe they just did it for the show. In the show Decisive Battles, these are the immortals, and they're in Rome Taught to War now. I can't remember how they look in Alexander Taught to War, but you've got to remember that the show was recorded about 2 years before Alexander Taught to War released, or 1 year, 1 or 2 years. So that means this unit was made for Rome Taught to War, or at least for the TV show in Rome Taught to War, but did not make the final cut. So yeah, having the immortals here like this, it's weird to see. Amazeth believes that there were Arab cavalry or camel warriors, but he thinks they're a dismounted version of them, which, yeah, I can definitely see them being a dismounted version of one of those. Overall, a really interesting unit here, and this is the best screenshot that I could get of them. The video where I get these screenshots, all of them will be linked down below. So yeah, that's it for the screenshots. Now we got 3 more units here. Let's take a look into the battle map and see how they look. Okay, are you ready to see something beautiful? Now, this unit here that I'm going to show you, ignore the unit card, that's not the actual unit card, but we'll see the unit model. This was in the alpha version that was sent to Decisive Battles to record the TV show. And I sent a screenshot of it to Amazeth. I'll show you the screenshot soon. And he recognised it. He thought it was a purple version of the dismounted cataphracts. So you know those big armoured cataphracts? Imagine those dismounted, so they walk by foot with a phalanx, and in purple. So let's zoom in and see. Look at that unit there is just beautiful. It's like, it's a cataphract, but Phalanx, and oh, I love it so much. This is by far probably one of the most beautiful units there is. And it didn't even make it into the game, just look at that. Wow. So yeah, let's take a look at it from the back. So this is how it looks in the back. This is the back of a Purple Dismounted Cataphracts. Now let's put the screenshot up. And as you can see, they're very similar. I don't know if they're gonna be... I don't know if they're perfectly the same, but he thinks they are, so, you know, I believe him. They look similar enough. Oh, look at them run. Wow. Why didn't this make it into the campaign? Like, imagine this. This unit here has a Seleucid... the Seleucid Empire and their own version of a Phalanx. Imagine that. In the show Decisive Battles, it was actually used to represent the Spartans, or at least some of the Spartans. Okay, that's enough from the original version that was sent to the TV show developers. Now, we've got an actual hidden unit. This unit did not make it into the game, Rome Total War, but the developers, they still kept the files for it and the pictures of it in there. So Avazeth kindly has gone into the mod files, modded it to make it playable in custom battle. And it's meant to be, it's a Spartan unit basically, but it's also linked to the Sacred Band. Can't remember exactly what it was like. A Sacred Band Spartan style unit, I don't know. Let's zoom in and take a look at this beautiful unit. There we go, look at that. They've got, you know, they've got their Spartan shields, it's a Phalanx unit of course, and a little yellow hat which I really like. What happens if we raise a Phalanx? There we go. So of course it's not like fully finished. Like there's some jumping around at times with some units. Because the unit was never meant to be in the game. Yeah, the spears go through the shields, stuff like that. But overall, I do really like it. This unit here, it could quite easily have made it into the game, but for one reason or another, the developers decided to cut it. I don't know why, but yeah, it'd be interesting to find out. Beautiful. But we got one more to show you right now. Okay, now this unit was found in the textures, and again, Avazeth made it so that it's playable. But yeah, this unit is one that should have been in the game, and it's meant to be like a Chosen Swordsmen unit for Dacia. Let's zoom in and take a look at how it really is. Now, I must warn you first, it looks a bit weird. This unit here, I can tell why they didn't put in, because it just looks kind of weird. The Chosen Swordsmen, but without their shirts on. Wow, they must be really working out to get that. Yeah, but this unit here, this could quite have easily been in the game, and the developers decided not to. But they didn't delete it completely, they left it in the texture pack, so that, you know, many years later, 15 years later, Avazeth can come back and mod it back in. So yeah, here it is, and the shield looks a little weird too, it looks very thin. Overall, hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a little look. Some of these units are just hidden in the files, some of them are cooked content. I believe this one is a cooked content one, and some of them are just, I guess they'd also count as cooked content or whatever, but they were in the alpha version and used for the TV shows, but they just didn't make it into the game. Which is kind of sad. Some of these units actually looked really good. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe for more Total War stuff, Rome Total War Medieval 2, and I'm trying to get into the newer titles as well, with some videos, but it's a bit difficult when people don't really watch them as much. Hope you enjoyed, hope to see you in the next one. Please subscribe for more, and good. Bye.